as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready? 18 Gators.
Yeah, let's get Sandwich.
49, check 49, check 49. Deep grip.
Throwing on first down. Schmidt. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Come on now.
For Sutton, the receiving numbers from last week's game. He was inching up towards 200 yards receiving, couple of touchdowns, and I think you said it best at the end of the game. It was a pleasure to watch his performance, wasn't it?
Absolutely, because you and I both know none of those numbers came by accident. They were a result of him being in perfect sync with his quarterback, and boy, it was beautiful to watch.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
60 Pittsburgh.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers.
And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Colts pick it up.
Good job, D.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about it. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first. Throwing to start the drive. Schmidt out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 1. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Looking to throw. Schmidt. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown.
15-1.
Throwing after the interception. Schmidt flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Back to throw. Schmidt. Sutton drilling it in on the left side. And down he'll go at the 25. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of
A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, we'll see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The pass there complete to Sutton, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Let's go! Let's go!
3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense...
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a 1st half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown. Throwing after the interception. Schmidt. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Schmidt gets it off to Freeman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives him a chance to regroup.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. A final shot before break. Schmidt And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Darius.